Yeah, I wanted to talk about this a bit. Everybody makes them. That's right. Everybody makes them. No matter who you are, no matter what gender you are. Don't play favoritism. Everybody makes them. But in today's society, most people want to think that if they make it, if they make one, they need to cover it up. They need to hide it. That's right. That's mistakes. That's right. You know, I watch this happen all the time, and it's sickening. Okay, because you know, as a human being, regardless of what gender you are, where you're from, you're going to make a mistake. And the important thing is to learn from the mistake, not to cover it up. Okay, or deny it and say that you don't make mistakes. You know, the person who says I don't make mistakes is a fucking clown. That's all they are. They're a clown. Okay, the only thing they did was prove one thing, that they're a liar, they can't be believed, they can't be trusted, and they're a fucking clown. Okay? And then we have the lowlifes, okay? That's right, we have parasites. We have scum. You know, the parasites and the scum of this planet. And you can identify these people very simply. These are the people who go around, who also are human, who also make mistakes. And see, these people will try to cover their mistakes. That's right, they'll try to cover up their mistakes and hope that you won't see it. I don't want to be caught in a mistake. I might have made a mistake. Oh no, oh no. Okay. And then these people will go around here on YouTube, for example, and they will look for somebody to make a mistake so that they can act like a 2.5-year-old. They can act their IQ, that of a 2.5-year-old, who's probably so smarter than them now. And they can come at that person and call that person names, mock them, making fun of them, laugh at them, and act like the IQ of 2.5 years old. Okay? These are the parasites. These are the scum of this planet. These are just like trolls. They're scum, they're parasites, you know. And I want to say that because I watch this happen all the time. And for you people who think, well, no, if you're making a public video, you need to be perfect. You're sick. There's nobody that's perfect. If you're making a public video, I need to be above being a human. That's what you're saying. You need to be better than a human. If you're going to make a video, be better than a human. That's right. Make no mistakes. Rehearse it and practice it. Don't be yourself. Think like somebody else. Use their brain and become a sheep. No, I will not use their brain to become a sheep. No, I will not write it down and rehearse it over and 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 over again to do a video. I will be myself, and if you don't like that, please let the door hit you as hard as it can in the ass on the way out. There's my answer to you. Okay? And now, let's jump on to something else here, you know. Let's talk about douchebag for just one more time and one last time, okay? I showed you clearly what a douchebag was. The first thing some jerk did was come along and, oh, Time Mirror had nothing to do with that. Time Mirror had nothing to do with it. Yeah, it had a lot of everything to do with it. Let me give you an example of how you acted, okay? Let me give you an example of how you people acted, okay? You know, you said, like Smiley over there. I was just supposed to research what a douchebag was. Douchebag French for douches, commonly known as shower. Correct. Been that way for neons. I'm not taking that away from Smiley. That's correct. But there's a problem there. There's a major problem there. Okay? It's commonly known as shower. Okay? In French. But it was never for a shower. It was only for a woman's. What I told you. What I showed you. Okay? That's no lie. They didn't make douche, shower, camping bags back in the 60s. At least here in the States they didn't. So you wasn't going to find a douche, camping, shower bag back in the 60s. But you would find a douche bag. And, yeah, French douche stands for shower. No shit. Okay, and that's probably why they wound up turning around and making one for camping. Okay, but you know, back when I was a kid in the 60s, they didn't have them then. And I'll tell you what, when I said the other day that when you know something is you, most of the time you don't go research it. And you all said, oh, that's bullshit, you need to research before you make a video. No, because if that's the case, how many of y'all know what a house is? This is a simple question for you. How many of you people all know what a house is? So if you was going to make a video and tell people what a house was, would you look it up to see what it was? I mean, you've lived one your whole life, right? They're all around you every day. You grew up there. So would you research it to make sure you knew what it was? Or would you make a video and say what it was? See, 99% of you will not research that subject. Because you clearly know what a house is. You grew up in one. So if you was explaining this or doing a video on a house, you were not going to go look it up. If that's just a real flat example. Okay, I'm sure I could come up with 1,000 more if I wanted to. Now the reason I use that example is because it's no different for me when it came to douche bag. Okay, it was no different for me. I grew up in the 60s. I had a grandma that's lived with me during the winter, every winter. Lived right in my own house with me. Who had a douche bag in my bathroom. Okay. I had another grandma that had a douche bag. I grew up around them. I asked what there was when I was a kid. I was told it was just for females. Not to worry about it. Got a little older, looked into, okay, that's what it was. Knew what it was, okay, that's what it was all the years. I've been camping 1,000 times when I was in my 20s. 1,000 times plus. Used to go hiking, used to go camping. Put a backpack together, went out way out in the middle of the wilderness. Up in the middle of the fucking mountains. Camped out for 3 fucking days. What climbing, did all kinds of shit. Camped. No lie. Okay? And I was in lots of camping sessions, buying stuff for camping. Even when I was in my 20s, and I did not see a douche shower bag then neither. Okay? It was called a bucket of water, a campfire, heat up some water, and sponge bath. That's right. Wash rag in hand. But you know, you people spend more time looking for other people's mistakes than trying to cover up your own. And it's fucking pathetic. Okay, it really is. It's fucking pathetic. And the reason I use the house example is because the majority of you dum-dums out there, if somebody asked you what a house was, first off, you can say, well, are you an idiot? But if you was to make a video, just an example of what a house was, okay, or what a tool is that you grew up with, in your life. Okay, that's just another example. Like I said, there could be thousands of them. What is certain too is that maybe people may not know what it is. Maybe, right? But you grew up with it. So you've had it around you all your whole life and used it 1,000 times over. You're not going to go, if you already know what it is, you're not going to go look it up. You're not going to go research it. Okay, common sense. Okay, so it's common sense. And the reason I didn't research douchebag, for one, I already knew it was a French word for shower bag. For two, even though it's a French word for shower bag, that word has been around for neons and it was never for a shower. Oh, you know the reason it was given the name shower bag, douchebag stood for shower bag? Because it was commonly used in the shower by the female gender to clean out there, and they wasn't about to call it a vagina bag. When they invented the bag, the douche company wasn't about to say, this is a vagina bag. So they said shower bag, as in French, and gave you the douche bag to clean out the female's vagina. What can I say? And since then, okay, they've added to it. Now they've actually made one for showering as well. Awesome. Cool. I've got nothing against that. But as you noticed, people come running out of the woodwork and want to point fingers. Okay? But they didn't stop to think. They said, well, you made yourself look bad. You made a mistake. Well, I made a mistake and didn't realize they made new ones. Now they're using for showers. Yes, correct. And I'm a human being. But I'm not a parasite like people are that go around looking for somebody else's mistake to attack them with. Because 90% of the people who do that, see, they all make mistakes too. And when you say you know you don't, you're a liar. You're a clown. But if you used to make a mistake and somebody caught you doing it, called you out on it publicly, you'd be pissed. You'd be madder than hell. But you think it's all right to do that onto somebody else. See? It shows how sick you are. It shows that you're actually a parasite. See, you don't have to fucking slam somebody if they make a mistake. You don't have to call names, slam them, cut them down, say how stupid they are because they made a mistake. See, that's what a 2.5-year-old does. That's what a child does. That shows your IQ, don't it? Shows your IQ really well. Look at the beginning of Smiling Skeptic's video. Look what he wrote in the words. That's the IQ of a little child. And what he really didn't understand was if he has a tool at home he's used his whole life that some people may not know about, and he did a video on that tool, without researching it, even though you've used it your whole life, then I guess you'd be a bumbling idiot, right? For not researching what you already knew, right? And if somebody made a new upgraded dated tool and you was talking about that tool, that'd be a common simple mistake that you made. Would you deserve dunk slam for it, called names for it? Would you deserve somebody to act like a 2.5-year-old? No, not really. But that's what we have in our society, isn't it? A bunch of little children. That's right. A bunch of children. That's what we have in today's society.